It's good to see you, Jim. Glad to have you back. Well, I'm ready when you are. Good evening. I am your news anchor, Joanna Cadell. Blair Whitlock has the night off. Thank you for joining our broadcast. DBNAG Top Headline News, where the biggest national and global stories are delivered to you first by us. We begin by revealing new developments in the Deborah Sabar murder that has rocked the city in recent months with its riveting details, gruesome in nature. She was discovered by staff as she lay crammed inside a large material luggage bag. 2:30 a.m. on a Friday at JFK Airport. On the conveyor belt of baggage claim, a locket with a chain around the victim's neck contained what appeared to be a 4-number code, which was scratched away. Cause of death has not yet been determined, and is being ruled a homicide. Bronson Sabar, owner of a highly successful marketing company Sabar Enterprises, is the husband of the murder victim. Authorities are conducting a full investigation, as several persons of interest, including Zola Carbone, which she's a pilot of the same airport where victim was found, Hunter Lord, Laura Kane, Diane Vernon, and Bronson Sabar, have been brought in for questioning. Speculative reports have surfaced regarding a stolen high-end painting from a museum, to the tune of $280,000. Deborah Sabar's murder could be connected to this painting. In the last few days, strange calls were made to Sabar Enterprises. Authorities are looking into the matter. We will update further as this tragic story unfolds. This concludes TBNAG Top Headline News, where the biggest national and global stories are delivered to you first by us. I'm Joanna Cadell. Thank you for tuning in. Bye for now. That's a wrap, Jim. Great job.
Do you remember me from the boarding school, Mrs. Bramford?
Of course. You're Zena Hartman. It's a nice surprise to see you.
I remember you told me something long ago. Like it was yesterday.
What is that, Gina?
I need to be punctual. No excuses.
Yes. This is true. Although, I wasn't expecting you. But it's quite all right. I don't mind your company.
I seem to be having a bit of a problem.
I'll do my best to help. Sit down. Enjoy the scenery.
You must never speak a word of this to anyone.
Yes, no problem, I looked into it this morning. According to the plan you have, it's extensive. Distribution methods, email blasts, sales, product development, brand identity design, web development, experiential marketing, digital media by Sabar Enterprises. It also includes packaging design, social media and influencer marketing and advertising there as well. Yes, I certainly am. We received it shortly before your call. I'm adding that information in right now at this moment, Mrs. Green. Well, that's why you hired Sabar Enterprises. It's definitely in our area of expertise. We strongly recommend and invite you to ask questions. Please don't rely on the information of social media users of profiles we do not operate, as we have no authority or obligation to monitor their comments and postings. And please note, we do not endorse nor are we responsible for inaccurate information, claims, opinions, shared by others. Yes, we do have a department localized for these matters, however I'm more than happy to put your mind at ease. We do apologize for any false reports or claims levied against Mr. Sabar. I can assure you, Bronson Sabar's an honorable man. He would never hurt anyone, let alone his wife. I agree, it's unfortunate. Deborah Sabar was a great woman, a tremendous asset to our company. If you don't mind me saying, and pardon my choice of words, as you have done with us before, you don't waste life wondering and hoping. You take it by the balls, and you wrangle it in. A valuable person in my life was gracious enough to give me that advice. Sure. What might that be? I see. I'm sorry, but I believe that's an assumption. I don't think so. You must be mistaken. I do apologize. Excuse me. Are you nuts? Where did you get that information? You're out of line. And you don't talk to me like this. You're obviously impersonating someone else on this call. What are you doing? Heavens, my lord, this is awful. Sounds like a large dog attacking a defenseless pup. Stop it, you've gone mad. You're clearly getting off on some kind of treacherous joke. Are you okay, madam? Wow. Okay, not okay here. Stop it. Just stop what you're doing. You're a sick individual. I'm going to report you to authorities. See how you'd like that. You belong behind bars. Don't call here again.
Read to Chandler. Humor me on my method to my madness, which is letting you in on a little secret. Not quite sure if people have noticed this about me.
Well, I'm all for it. I testified at the Lindbergh trial. Heavy communication with law enforcement, compilation of endless written reports, currently analyzing evidence for the Deborah Sabar case. I can use some humor. Sure. And Peter, I think we've worked together long enough for you to call me by my first name.
I agree.
And it's certainly okay to tell me something no one else knows about you.
I wear high-tech glasses, with a built-in phone speaker, to operate hands-free while I'm driving or on crime scenes.
Good to know. Gives comfort in case I need to reach you immediately. Oftentimes my findings can lead into an interesting turn of events.
Absolutely, it's the business we're in now. This particular victim was outlined out here. It appears staged. Something isn't adding up. Witness accounts don't fit what I'm seeing.
You're working on another case.
Yes. As you know, Rita, I work on multiple cases at a time. It isn't popular, and that's fine. Everyone can't work the way I do.
You've closed more cases and secured more convictions than any detective on the force. You've earned the right to operate the way you want. Peter, I'm starting to see there's lots of moving parts in Deborah's murder. I have something I think you'd want to see.
I'm bringing them in on her case one by one. Pieces will begin to fit. They're hiding something. All of them. Deborah didn't take her own life. Crammed herself to be suffocated to an ugly, embarrassing death. We're going to find out who's responsible. One clue at a time.
I'm the only one you have told?
Yes.
I see. You don't need to say anything more than what's necessary.
All of us. We are living in a dark, frozen world.
You're too young to have such an ugly perspective of the world.
I'm not.
Well, I suppose every person should take responsibility for actions they've created. I would surely make this world a better place if it were left up to me.
Do you still want to know?
If you still want me to know.
I do.
I supported you then. I support you now.
Something.
I'm listening.
Something terrible has happened to me.
I'm sorry you had a bad experience, Gina. I'm not placing blame on you. I don't know the story. But when you're not enlightened, or you haven't elevated mentally, life can be hard and quite messy. Just a little insight on human nature.
My parents really don't care. They ride me for stupid mistakes.
That's not true, is it? They just want you to come into your own someday.
Apparently not.
Relax, child.
I know things you don't.
Gina.
I hate hospitals.
Tell me what happened.
Why did your son-in-law stay in the hospital for 3 months?
Young lady, it isn't any of your business. Now is it?
Why not?
And how did you come upon such details? I never disclose personal information to children.
It's part of what happened to me.
What do you mean?
I would trade my life to get rid of this gift.
Obviously. Your parents have researched my life. You just need rest.
You miss Deborah. Don't you, Mrs. Bramford?
Yes. Very much. More than you could ever comprehend. You see these earrings I'm wearing? They were a gift. She always let me know how much she loved her mother.
You don't disclose personal information. Remember.
Took you long enough. I'm pretty shook up over what happened to Deborah. You're not the only one.
Is that so?
Yes. Bronson. I'm just as hurt as you are.
Not possible.
So, what dirty little made-up secrets and fabricated lies have you told about me?
I'm going to tell you this once. Stay away from my family.
Why?
Zola. That's all I'm asking you to do.
I don't like people instructing me about when and where I can go.
Look. I know. You and my wife had established some sort of acquaintance years ago.
It was more than that. Only business. Of course. We all knew she desired and loved you, more than her heart could withstand.
You didn't really know her, or me, that well, for that matter. And you better get a clue about who I am.
You've changed. Now why don't you tell authorities what really happened to your wife?